This is a good, they call it an alligator grip. There's a couple types here. This is one type right here. Here's one here that you can use. It's missing a spring, but you get the idea how it works. You can buy one of these too, okay? And what you do is, when you get the catfish, you know, you really got a hold of him there, and then all you do is just go ahead and take your snips and snip off his horns so you don't get stuck with them, and then throw them in your bait well in your boat and keep them alive, or you can just put them in your cooler for that day. If you're going to use them all, you know, you're probably going to go through about 20 of them in that day anyway. So some guys keep them alive as long as they can. Some guys put them in the cooler and they use them right out of the cooler. Okay. The catfish, I got some extra ones here that I caught. What you can do with these, you trim them out. Right over here is where that horn came off. All right. What I do is I go on an angle right behind it, like that, with a nice, strong, sharp blade. The head, if you're going to fish the head, let's say you don't have a lot of bait, and we're at the end of the day, or you didn't catch a lot that day. You may want to take your air sac and take a knife, something sharp, and punch the air sac, which is right there. And if you're going to use this bait on the bottom, you want to, it's real tough, that skin. You want to hook it right on the end there, all right? And when you go to take it off, another thing that'll happen is, this is not as desirable as fishing a nice soft piece of bait, because this fish has a hard head. That's why they call them hard heads. If you let this fish completely disintegrate in your bait trap, you will get the shape of a bone that's in the shape of a crucifix. Has anybody seen that? You have. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Yeah. My wife paints them and with her artwork. Okay. Anyway, that's one way you can use that head. And when you're going to ready to take it off, you just twist this off, and it'll come right off that easy. But going in, it's real tough. Okay. When you go back to your natural bait here, cut the tail off. You don't want to have these things on because they're going to spin when the current is moving, not so much when the current's not moving, but it'll spin if the current is moving and go like that. And if that's going to spin, it's going to put a twist in your line, and you're going to be an unhappy camper. And you take this hook, what I do is I run this hook straight down the back, like this. I let it come out. Why do I do that? Because now this hook turns this way. It's very difficult for that hook to come back and hook itself into the bait. Because if I hook it this way, which I see a lot of guys do, let me get it back in there. And this can happen. And the fish bites and you miss the fish. Okay, because there's no hook exposed. Okay, so that's one thing you want to keep in mind when you're doing the catfish. Okay, and this catfish right here, what I did is I butterflied them out, and some guys in the club, they're here tonight. Is he here now? No, he's not here now. He butterflied him out, and he got 3 or 4 hits that day, butterflying his catfish. As a matter of fact, he may have filleted the whole catfish if it was big enough. Okay, that's just another alternative system. All right, a lot of meat exposure, a lot of scent, that kind of a thing. As far as the hookup is concerned, it may not be a real good hookup because you've got this whole head and it's real hard, depending on how that fish approaches this bait. Okay.